game that's kind of low-key very, very intriguing to me. This is a game that we will be streaming on our Discord. So if you guys are not a part of our Discord, click on the link below, become a Discord member. But we will be streaming this Broncos versus Jets game on our Discord. Right now, the Broncos are sitting at 1-2 on the season, coming off of arguably their best game in a very, very long time last weekend. And the Jets sitting at 2-1. Right now, Mark, the Jets have a 71% chance per ESPN API to win this game. Tell me how the Denver Broncos can go into MetLife Stadium in New Jersey and beat the New York Football Jets.
Okay, my three keys. Number one, Rodgers was finally coming into form last week, kind of looking like the old Rodgers. So we got to slow down that Rodgers. He had 281 yards, 2 touchdowns. That can't happen. Two, Surtain, our lockdown corner. There's not very many lockdown corners in the league. We have one of them. He needs to shut down Garrett Wilson. I don't think Lazard or any of the other guys are really a threat to us. And then third, Denver's pass defense needs to keep playing like it is. They held Baker Mayfield 163 yards, only 1 touchdown, an interception. Also, our pass rush has been playing really well. We've had 7 sacks in 33 attempts against the Bucs, which I thought was really good. And then lastly, we can't let Hall and Allen, the run game, get going. If we stop them, I feel like we can win.
Yeah, I see your run game and I see the defense, and I'm going to raise you these 3 things. Just like you said, Aaron Rodgers is starting to look like MVP form Aaron Rodgers. But I think the first key to this week's game versus the Denver Broncos is to get to Bo Nix early and often. Rattle that young rookie quarterback. As much as well as he played last week, he is still a rookie. Like we were talking, I don't know if it was pre-show or actually during the show, Mark, we said, let a quarterback put it 2, 3, 4 games in a row before we start to, elevate him. The New York Jets do have one of the best pass rushing defenses out there, and I hope they pin their ears back and let Quentin Williams and Kinlaw go out there and eat against this Denver Broncos offensive line. Secondly, I want to see Breece Hall get 20 touches plus in this game. I don't want to see any other running back get the ball. I want to see Breece Hall really coming into his own. Of course, I'm a fantasy owner of Breece Hall, so I'd like to see him get 40, 50, 60 touches, but that's besides the point. I think if they get that running game going very, very, very well, the pass defense of the Denver Broncos is going to have to start to suck in to start to stop the run. And then the third key is once they do suck in, Mike Williams, Alan Lazard, Garrett Williams, and the rest of that receiving core is going to have some one-on-one coverage. And I think that is going to really separate them in the second half of this game. So with that being said, Mark, people in the chat below, wow emoji for the Broncos, heart emoji for the New York Football Jets. They currently have a 71% chance to win this game. Mark, who do you got winning this game and why?
Well, I don't know if you remember when we did my schedule prediction of the Broncos, I had them losing this game, and I still think they lose. We just don't play well early on the East Coast. And like you said, the Jets defense could get to Knicks early. I think if we have the same game plan we went going to Tampa, we might have a shot, but I don't know. I just don't see us winning.
So you are picking the Jets in this game. And you know what? I was going to pick the Jets, but I am leaning more and more and more to the Denver Broncos side because when we look at the Jets wins so far this season, they beat a Tennessee Titans team. Yes, it was a 24-17 win, but the Tennessee Titans right now are a bad football team. And if Will Levis wouldn't have thrown that stupid Superman interception, the Titans would have probably won that game. And then the Jets beat a bad New England Patriots team on Thursday Night Football 24-3 at home. After the Patriots had to travel, to Seattle and then come back on Thursday night. So as the Jets are 2-1, and people are starting to believe this playoff hype, believe this Super Bowl hype, I'm looking at the Denver Broncos as this dark horse Cinderella team right now. Nobody was thought they were going to go into Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They sacked Baker Mayfield 7 times and they hit him like another 9 times. They had relentless pass pressure over and over and over and over again. And if the Broncos can do that to the New York Jets and Aaron Rodgers, Rodgers gets pissed off. Once Rodgers gets pissed off, he starts underthrowing people. Once he starts underthrowing people, Alan Lazard, Garrett Wilson, Mike Williams, and the rest of the boys started getting pissed off as well. It is a domino effect. This hurts me to say this, Mark. Like, I'm kind of vomiting.
Let me hear it.
Vomiting in my mouth a little bit.
Let me hear it.
But I think this 1 o'clock game on the East Coast time is exactly what the Denver Broncos need. Another 1 o'clock early game. They're going to go into MetLife Stadium, and they're going to beat the New York Football Jets. They're going to go in there, and they're going to sack Aaron Rodgers 4 times. They're going to intercept him, and they're going to shut down the running game. This defense is something to believe in. I think. I think the Denver Broncos go in there and they win 17-10. It is a low-scoring slug-out fest, but I think they sneak it out. A defensive touchdown is probably the deciding factor. When you hear that, sure you don't want to change your pick.
You know what, dude? I don't like ever picking against my Broncos. So, you know what? I'm going to change my pick. I'm going with my Broncos.
And I'm the same way. I hate picking against my Kansas City Chiefs, but I know at some point they're going to lose, right? But, I mean, you
convinced me.
I don't have faith in the Jets. I don't know whether it's Robert Saleh. I don't know if it's those ugly green-ass jerseys. I don't know if it's Aaron Rodgers. I don't trust the New York Jets at all. And I can't put my finger on it. So, guys, in the comments below, let us know who do you think is going to win this game. Let's scroll back up here. Kevin Cummings says New Jersey will win, but would love to see the Broncos win. He's picking the Jets. He's
right on, Kev.
So, Timothy Nicholas saying Bo Nix is good. I'm not saying Bo Nix is bad, but I'm saying let's not anoint the guy yet. Is Sean Payton the quarterback whisper? Who knows? Mark, you are there. You're in the front lines. Are you a Sean Payton lover or a hater?
For me, the jury's still out, dude. Like, this year is a big prove it year for me. It's like you got your guy that you wanted. You got rid of Russ. We have all this dead cap. So now it's like, move it or lose it, bro. Like, seriously.
Yep. Shit or get out the pot time. But if Bo Nix continues to do well, Timothy, I'm kind of with you. Like, I low-key kind of like Bo Nix. I just hate that he's with the Broncos, to be honest. Jameson says Jets win easy, 31-13. John says Jets win 34-20. And Carson says, in order for the Broncos to win, Rodgers needs to blow another Achilles. Wow. No
hey,
love.
we could do that. We the Broncos defense in the past gave Andrew Luck a lacerated kidney, so it could happen.
And then Derek says he wants to see Robert Saleh wear a Peyton wig. Jesus, that would be a low blow. Apparently Alabama's beating Georgia right now 30-7. Wow. Get out of here.
Nice.
James Franks in the chat said the Jets are going to win. Andrew wants to know Eagles or Bucks. We'll be talking about Eagles or Bucks here next, so stay tuned for that. Alpha Rob is picking the Broncos because he cannot pick the Jets.
Woo woo.
Alpha Rob is a Buffalo Bills fan. We have a lot of Buffalo Bills fans in here. Kevin says, I don't believe none of the hype on the New Jersey Jets. They are the Jets. The Jets are going to jet. Now, when people say the Jets are going to jet, obviously we know what that means. They're going to stub themselves in the foot somehow, some way. Mark Sanchez is going to run into the back of the lineman and fall with the ball. Somebody's going to shoot themselves. Something is going to happen, right? Like, at what point does that curse kind of get out of the system? Do the Jets have to win a playoff game? Do they got to win a Super Bowl? Do they got to, I don't know, move to Maine? Like, how can the Jets no longer jet, Mark?
I always say that it comes down to the guy that runs it all, the owner. Like, they have terrible fucking owners, man. They need better owners. Period.
Yeah. The Hard Knocks definitely did not put that owner in a very good light. Let's just be honest. Jameson says Will Levis is dumb as F. His decision making ability is absolutely atrocious. Kevin says, I hope you're right, Buck. Kevin, did like we just become best friends or what? Um, and Kevin says that's blatantly obvious being puts mayo in his coffee. Yeah, he's definitely he's not very smart on the decision making. Anthony Brown's in the chat. What's up? Anthony says the Jets are going to win. Andrews thinks the Broncos are going to win. And he also said the Jets are not winning. No way, no how. And then I see a comment like this. The refs won't let the Kansas City Chiefs lose. I've seen this 3 times this year. We're going to talk about the Chiefs, guys, so stay tuned. John says the Jets defense will outperform Denver's defense. See, this is the problem with the Jets defense right now. They have 2 or 3 pass rushers that are out. They're on the IR or season-ending injuries as well. So and
don't forget about Hassan Reddick too.
Yeah, and he is still nowhere to be found. He's going to end up being retired and never set foot on a New York field. But the Jets defense is starting to. Yes, they're still good, but they're thin. They are a thin team right now, defensive wise. Kevin says, "I like Bo Nix. If he can develop, he will be fun to watch. He already is fun to watch too. We'll be honest.
Totally agree.
Yeah, I mean, already kind of fun to watch. Go Bills." Anthony says Jets are winning. Count on it. And Kevin says Jets will never stop being the Jets. And Andrew says I agree, and I'm from Jersey. Wow, that's tough. That is tough. But guys, Broncos versus Jets. Who do you got winning? Next up here on